Investing in Faith. January 14, 2015. Bright hearts, each of you are loved so much. We are near you each and every day, helping to guide and support you as you meander along the path of the journey before you. As you continue on, you are met with experiences from situations that challenge your confidence, which in turn affects your faith. When you have a strong sense of faith, your confidence is great, you believe you can do anything. And when you have faith in your ability, what you are able to accomplish is astounding. Yet it is when you begin to doubt your ability, you become insecure and fearful, because you enable your faith in ideas and mental imagery that you will not succeed, or be judged by others. Regardless if you are expressing your faith positively or negatively, you are expressing faith's energy, which will result in different emotions being released depending on how you are feeling at the time. Understand, bright hearts, that it is faith that upholds the fabric of the cosmos. With faith, you have the adhesive power to hold things together. Think about how life would be if you had absolutely no faith in anything. How then would things be? Faith is a central part of all that you do each and every day. From faith, all other essential elements of your being and ability to make things happen flow. We ask you to reflect on something you have already done and in retrospect you wish you hadn't. If you focus your faith on that very idea that you wished you didn't do what was done, then quite likely you will encourage feelings of guilt to surface. And if you think of yourself as a bad person, then the energy you give to faith will invoke feelings of shame. It is important, bright hearts, for you to comprehend that guilt comes from something you have done, whereas shame is merely a belief born from what you think about yourself. Your emotions carry strength, and depending on how you are feeling, your faith is either weakened or strengthened about yourself and the path you are on. When you are working within the powerful force of faith, you have the ability to create emotions from deep within yourself, even if the story that is playing in your mind is not true. But when these feelings emerge, you begin to believe the story to be true. If you honestly and truthfully think about it, what you feel about yourself and of your abilities comes from the various ideas you have of yourself. You can have two different people, but they experience similar trials and tribulations, but one of them has utilized the power of faith positively, while the other interpreted their situation with the concept of failure, which encourages faith to be negative. The one who understands that the experience was there to help teach them to do better next time, understands the importance of having faith in themselves, and that they will persevere through love and effort. Yet the dear soul that feels all they ever do is fail and the whole world is against them, will have a difficult time moving forward until they redirect their negative thinking and begin to see the light that is within them, that they too must move on. And sometimes this positive bright light takes an awfully long time to be noticed, and they might remain in a repeating cycle that is harmful, until they can't take it no longer and are willing to apply their faith positively with uplifting thoughts and feelings of themselves and of their abilities to pull themselves out of any difficult situation. The actions either person takes will be equal to the amount of faith they had invested positively or negatively. What you believe of yourself makes a big difference on how faith can be impactful. Whenever you feel shameful, fear, guilt, or even discontent about yourself and life in general, understand these feelings come from the amount of energy you gave supplying yourself with negative, doubtful ideas about who you are and of your abilities. These ideas begin to form images into your mind, bending the truth to meet your negative emotions that ends up creating inside of you feelings that have you believing that those images are real. The emotions you create when you're applying faith are real. They are not made up, but it is the ideas and the images of those beliefs that are false. If you want to change how you feel about yourself, you need to turn your thoughts of yourself around and see the positives, rather than the negatives of who you are, as a beautiful son or daughter of God. There are many people among you that waver in and doubt with positive faith. When the going gets tough, they may allow themselves to be swallowed up by the negativity of their emotions until something changes that brings them out of the murkiness of their darkened thoughts, and back onto the lightened path that has been illuminated by God. To reclaim your faith from the false beliefs in order to return peace and happiness into your life, it is your actions and attitude that needs to be changed. By making a consistent effort to bring in new beliefs that are empowering and inspiring, you change the life you are living into the life your heart truly draws you towards, the life you deserve. You always have a choice, bright hearts, to feel one way or the other about yourself, of others, and of life. Just as you have the choice to lean into God's embrace in times of strife. You are gifted with the choice to speak, listen, and to see all people as being equal and equally loved by God, and within each of you God lives. If only you could stop yourself from being judgmental and look deep inside the exteriors of the people around you, and see them for their divineness and beauty, then you will be able to see God looking back at you as a mirror to yourself. By learning to see God in every person, regardless of their clothing, behaviors, class, or any other way to classify your fellow brothers or sisters of God, then you will see just how whole and complete you truly are. Then, bright hearts, your faith would direct you differently, a way that is, through unconditional love for all people. Your faith will become stronger when you change how you see yourself and from what you believe to be true or false of who you are. We know this can be difficult, but it is you that is the best person for the job, to providing empowerment to your thoughts, feelings, and emotions, invoking positive actions for you to take and apply. Allow God to shine through you, bright hearts, and watch how your path changes, positively for the better. I am Archeia Lady Faith through Julie Miller. SpiritualNetworks.com